You know that feeling, right? That little spike of anxiety when you get to airport security. Well, a lot of the time, it all comes down to one thing: liquids. In the next few minutes, we are going to make the rules for your carry-on so simple so you can pack for your next trip feeling totally confident.
Seriously, we have all been there. You're standing in that long security line, you're juggling your passport, your boarding pass, and then that little voice pops into your head. Wait, did I pack my liquids right? It's such a common stress, but it really doesn't have to be.
Yeah, that whole last-minute scramble at the security tray, that's what we're going to help you avoid for good. And you know, the key to remembering these rules is actually understanding why they exist in the first place. They're not just random. They come from a very specific moment in aviation history.
It's kind of wild to think about, but before 2006, carrying liquids onto a plane was no big deal at all. But that all changed in August of that year. Authorities uncovered a major plot to use liquid explosives that were disguised in things like soft drink bottles. So in response, aviation authorities all over the world quickly brought in the security rules that we all know today.
Okay, so that's the history lesson. What does that mean for us today? Well, it brings us to the rule itself. It's a global standard, so the main idea is pretty much the same whether you're flying out of London, New York, or Tokyo. And thankfully, there's a super simple, catchy way to remember.
All right, let's break this down. It's called the 100-1-1 rule. First, the size of your containers. No single bottle can be bigger than 100 milliliters, that's about 3.4 ounces. Next, all of those little containers have to fit into one single, clear, resealable bag. And finally, you only get one of these bags per person. That's it. 100 ml, one bag, one person. Easy, right?
So knowing the rule is one thing, but actually packing is another. Let's get practical. The very first step is to understand what airport security even considers a liquid.
Okay, this is a really important one. Liquid doesn't just mean, water. It includes anything that's a gel, a paste, or a cream. So we're talking about things like toothpaste, lotions, even lipstick. Here's a great rule of thumb. If you can squeeze it, smear it, or spread it, just treat it like a liquid.
The process is literally 4 simple steps. Super easy. First, grab all your liquids. Second, double-check those container sizes. And remember, this is a big one. A half-empty 200 ml bottle doesn't count. The container itself has to be 100 ml or smaller. Third, pop them all into your one clear bag. And finally, when you get to security, just take that bag out of your carry-on and place it in a tray by itself. It makes the whole screening process way faster for everyone.
All right, now, like with any rule, there are a few really important exceptions. These are for travelers with specific medical needs or for anyone traveling with infants, and they make sure you can always carry your essential items with you. And here's the really good news. These exceptions are pretty much the same all over the world. Whether you're in the EU or the US, essential medicines, baby food, and special dietary items are allowed in quantities larger than 100 milliliters. The key thing to remember is that you have to declare these items to the security officers so they can inspect them separately. So just pack them somewhere easy to grab and show them at the checkpoint.
Okay, so we've covered the rule, how to pack, and the exceptions. You've got everything you need to just fly through security with confidence. Let's do one last, super quick recap. Think of this as your final mental checklist before you leave the house. Just think, 100, 1, 1 plus. Containers are 100 milliliters or less, everything fits in one clear bag, you only have one bag per person, and the plus, any essential exceptions are packed separately and ready for you to declare. If you've got that covered, you are good to go.
See, at the end of the day, this isn't just about following rules. It's about taking one little bit of stress out of your travel day so you can focus on the fun part, the actual journey. With this info, you are totally set.
And I'll leave you with this one final thought. A lot of airports are now starting to use these really advanced CT scanners that can see what's inside your bag in way more detail. So as this technology gets more common, do you think the 100 milliliter liquids rule will eventually just become a thing of the past? It's a pretty interesting question about the future of travel. Thanks for watching.